let's go back to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because they were 3-0, and we had some video of Jerry Jones in the locker room, and I saw a tweet from Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News that Jerry Jones was shaken yesterday. It was his 77th birthday. This Cowboys team was supposed to be special. They had everything lined up. They paid Ezekiel Elliott to get him into the fold. I remember talking after 3 weeks, do they have any weaknesses other than coaching? No. But, the coaching is now starting to rear its ugly head. I think they're relying too much on the talent of the team. There isn't enough scheming. There's enough game planning. There's enough creativity. And now we have to wonder, Jason Garrett, who's only under contract through this year, is he in a situation where a disastrous loss to the Eagles, for example, on Sunday Night Football, could that be the thing that causes Jerry Jones to roll out of bed the next day and say, I got to make a change?
I don't think so. Again, now where they're in trouble if they lose this weekend is I think they're like, forget the wild card. None of that's going to happen. But they're still very much in the race to win the NFC East, and I think you stay the course 100%.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
If they lose to the Eagles at home,
right,
they have to play in Philadelphia later this year.
Yeah, I know.
You get swept.
Yeah.
You've got to make up 3 games.
Right.
Elsewhere.
I know.
And that's not going to be easy to do.
No, it's not easy, but they went into Philadelphia last year on Sunday Night Football and beat them, right? We can't forget about that. They are kind of one of those teams when you think they're not going to, their backs are against the wall, they somehow, pull through it. They have incredible talent. You can live with the Saints loss a few weeks ago, okay? The Packers lost last week. Even though it's not easy to live with, hey, mistakes happen. Dak Prescott interceptions early. They get behind. Not a good look, certainly. But then, this game yesterday, I think, is where the concern level rises a little bit because we know they are far superior than the New York Jets. And the New York Jets have been unable to really do anything. I think I was just surprised that the offense couldn't punch in the ball for touchdowns, having to settle for field goals, not sustaining drives or finding big plays in the run game or the pass game, really, throughout the day. And then the defense letting up some of the big plays, early on. I think that was another thing I just did not expect. I thought the Cowboys would kind of overwhelm that Jets offense in general. And yeah, they would win a game by 10 or 14 points, something like that. But the Jets had other plans, and they had a good game plan off the bye week, and Sammy Darnold gave them no lift.
Yeah, it was last year they were 3-5 going into a Sunday night game at the Eagles, and at the time, there was a thought that if they got embarrassed, it could be that's it for Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
And that vibe has begun to creep back in, even though they're only 3-3. The bar was so much higher this year. And you get off to that 3-0 start. Last year they started 1-2. That creates expectations. That begins to develop the sense that it's going to be a special season. And they've seen the special season come crashing down. And like you said, now I think they're already at the point where, based upon how this team has played the past few weeks, it's NFC East championship or you're not going to the playoffs. And look, what they are able to do by way of holding serve at home on Sunday night against the Eagles is going to go a long way toward determining whether they win that division.
Yeah.
And look, God, we've been so bad at picking these Sunday night games this year. I think I'm going to make my decision and then literally do the opposite.
Yeah. I know it's conventional wisdom would make you think, oh, Dallas is at home, backs against the wall. They should be able to win this game. The problem is, the Eagles are talented too. Now they're beat up. That's their biggest issue. But the Eagles are certainly not going to be intimidated by the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles, got a lot of big people up front on both sides of the ball. They're not going to lose that matchup in any, bad way or anything like that. The thing I look at, more than anything, I'm a little disappointed in Ezekiel, who's been good. I'm not trying to say he's not good. I just think he doesn't look quite as explosive to me, so that's concerning to me. The pass offense, I think, has been very good. It's encouraging. It's as good as we've seen, since Tony Romo in his prime. The defense, I do have, my concerns there. I know there's talent. DeMarcus Lawrence hasn't been as good. But the big thing there, and going into the coaching thing, is I do think their defense has to be a little bit more game plan specific. They are one of those teams, and I know you've heard me say this lots and lots, that they just go out there. What the Cowboys are going to play and do. They don't really do anything special on a week-to-week basis. They just go, this is what we do. We're really talented. Our power, our speed is just going to overwhelm you. We're going to hustle. We're going to tackle and do all that. Okay, great. But, this is the NFL. Even when you are a really talented team like the Dallas Cowboys, you're not so much more greatly talented than maybe one of the worst teams in football in the New York Jets, to where you can just roll out there and go, we're just going to be us and beat them. No. I mean, the New England Patriots game planned and did a lot of different stuff when they played the New York Jets. They didn't just go, we're New England and we're home and we're going to beat them. No. They treated it like, damn, they got some good things. You know, you hear Bill Belichick, the Jets are really good in all three areas. They're a really good football team. And they never fall into that trap. They always go, we got to find ways to help our players. And I don't always see that, especially in the Cowboys D.
Yeah, it's just we're a supremely talented team, and we're just going to show up, and we're going to do what we do. And I think they need to have more creativity. And it makes me wonder whether or not, if they continue to lose these games, you know, Jason Garrett's status beyond this season is seriously in doubt right now. But whether or not at some point Jerry Jones would decide to give Chris Richard an opportunity to be the interim coach, just to audition. Once you know, so that's the thing. Once you know you're making the change, that's when you want to give somebody else a chance to show what they can do. Can they win some games under pressure? Because that's what did with Jason Garrett and Wade Phillips 9 years ago.
I get it.
Wade Phillips was gone, and Jason Garrett got a chance to prove that he's the guy. And I can't help but wonder whether or not Chris Richard is going to be the new Jason Garrett. But it's something to keep an eye on, especially as these losses continue to pile up.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.